So fellas, you ever drove your lady so crazy that she chased you out of the driveway? You didn't. It's probably because you wasn't wearing Genre Parfums Ran After My Car. Stay tuned. Welcome back, collectors. My name is Earl, and this is the Casual Collector. So a few months ago, I started to notice a buzz going around about an independent fragrance house on my fragrance Facebook groups named Genre Parfums, and everyone kept talking about some of the clones that they were making, and then they were bringing up some of the original creations. And the one fragrance I kept seeing pop up was a fragrance called Ran After My Car, or under the acronym R.A.M.C. So I was like, where do you find this at? Because it felt like an open secret. But then I looked around a little bit more and someone tagged Genre Parfums in one of the posts. So I went to join Genre Parfums' actual Facebook page, which is where they practically do their business from. And when I got accepted into that group, or the neighborhood as they call it, you would think this was like some utopic Atlantis style real community. Like everybody that was in this group literally only talked about genre parfums and the fragrances, and all I was seeing was praise. There was never really a debate. If there was a debate, the debate was who was better, what day was better, what fragrance was better. And with a very limited purchasing window, you have to really get in there and grab your fragrances immediately, because once that window closed, it may be another month before they open up orders again. It's a really dope marketing scheme, and I don't think that they intended for it to be that way, because I believe the owner of this brand and then the people that work with them all have other obligations going on, so they can only kind of get to it at certain times. So getting my hand on it, this is my second time actually trying to get in for purchasing, and this particular time I was actually able to get in. So let's get to talking about the fragrance. So for presentation, it comes in the standard shipping box, but the fragrance actually comes in what I call the quintessential Crown Royal bag. The bag is a cooler velvety bag with the Genre Parfums logo on the front, something easy for carrying. The fragrance, so I got the 15 milliliter because I hadn't been able to try any of the fragrances. I don't really see genre fragrances swapping much. People are really reluctant to sell their fragrances when they purchase them. They tend to really enjoy them, so it's really difficult to even test out or try these fragrances. So I started out with a 15 ml bottle, but the bottle is this small rectangle style bottle with Genre Parfums on the front. I think I'm holding it up right, and then the name of the fragrance on the back. And my purchase also came with these Genre Parfum test strips. I may have purchased them. I'm not even really sure. I think I might have purchased them. But either way, I think I purchased them. And if I didn't, thank you. But I probably did. So as far as the atomizer, it sprays pretty wide and it comes out strong. This is a beautiful, this is a beautiful scent. So let's talk about the scent. Is it something that's really gonna have women going crazy and running after your car? I really think that has much more to do with you. So this is an eau de parfum concentration, so this should project pretty well and last long. I've had it now for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I can't remember, and I've worn it a couple times. I got this, and then I also have a clone dopamine, which you will hear a whole lot about as well. But today we're talking about Ran After My Car. So this fragrance starts off with an impressive pineapple and citrus pal. I believe it's lemon in it. As far as the notes, I'll go ahead and read you guys the notes. It is pineapple, bergamot, lemon, cassis at the top. At the heart is clary sage, jasmine, and spicy notes. And the base notes is oud, white musk, amber, and argamatha. And so what I get in the opening, I'm gonna spray some on my hand because this will be my scent of the day. So what I get from the beginning is a strong pile of pineapple and citruses. You can tell there's some spicy elements right in the beginning of it, but the spicy note doesn't really start to stand out front until maybe about an hour or two into the dry down. As far as the oud and the amber and the white musk, it's subtle. It doesn't really project itself out. It really stays fresh for the full duration of the wearing. So in the opening, it is a super bright, I think that's why I'm wearing yellow today. It's a super bright citrus fragrance with spicy nuances in it, and that really kind of lasts throughout the composition. You don't, like I said, you don't really get the spicy notes to be overpowering. This is really a citrusy fragrance, just with the nuance of spice and with the woods just kind of laying in the background. I think the base notes just play a subtle role in the background, really keeping the fragrance to last long and keeping the fruit or citrus notes present and lasting a little bit longer, because we know with most citrus fragrances those notes go away really quick, so you have to have a really good underlaying of notes to still have a decent performing fragrance. So as far as projection, I get about 2 hours of just overwhelmingly strong projection. I definitely think this fragrance will fill a room, so I wouldn't go heavy on the sprays. I would probably go 4 sprays at the most, or maybe 5 if you're feeling, you know, froggy in that way. But this is definitely not one of those citrusy fragrances that you need to spray on 10 times, because you will choke some people. Not choke in a bad way, but you know, you just choke some people. As far as longevity, I get about, I would say 8 hours before it becomes a skin scent to where you have to put your arm up to your nose to smell it, or someone has to be really up close to you to smell it. So for Eau de Parfum, it performs really well. This scent could be a bit addicting, to the point that when it dries down, you may want to reapply. Although you do get really good performance out of it, it's just that opening bomb of pineapple and lemon, the spritzy feel of it. It's really invigorating. It's a great fragrance that you would just want to smell all day. So on his page for this fragrance, he doesn't really categorize it as a summer fragrance. I think this is one of those fragrances that, because it's citrusy, it kind of makes more sense for the spring and summer. But I can see you pulling it off all 4 seasons. But if you do choose to pull it off in the colder months, especially if it gets really cold where you are, I wouldn't go too heavy with it. I don't know if it'll make sense to go heavy with it, so maybe 3 sprays at that point, 3 or 4 sprays. That's the way I would wear it. So for his original compositions, they come in 3 sizes. They come in the 5 ml, 15 ml, and 50 ml. The 5 ml is around $7. I paid $20 for this 15 ml, and the 50 mls are $50. In order to get your hand on these fragrances, you have to follow the Genre Parfums neighborhood Facebook group, and you just have to check to see whenever orders are open for purchase. I'm shooting this video on October 1st, and I think around mid-October, and right now we're in 2020, and I think around mid-October is when he's opening the order system back up again. And like I said, the order system is typically open for a really brief time. So if you're really interested in this fragrance, I would definitely suggest that you go to your Facebook, find Genre Parfums neighborhood, join the group. You'll see all the hype that I was telling you about, and when orders are available, you definitely want to jump in and grab you a fragrance. So I typically don't rate fragrances when I review them, but I probably will start, and I'm gonna start with this fragrance. I would give it a 8 out of 10. The presentation is cool. The fragrance is really good. It lasts a long time. I don't get all of the elements as far as the base notes, but that's fine because the opening is really strong. It's really attractive and inviting, and I just think it's a fragrance that most people will enjoy, as you know, the people in his group seem to like really love. So I can't necessarily say that I've had anyone run after my car lately, but I definitely do believe that this is a great compliment getting fragrance. It's a fragrance that everyone should check out, and then check out his page and the other plethora of fragrances that he has. He has a huge list of inspired by fragrances and a smaller list of originals, but I think that list is growing pretty much every quarter from what I'm seeing. I've been following him for a little while now. So that was my take on Genre Parfums Ran After My Car fragrance. Drop a comment down below. Tell me if you guys have experienced any of the other fragrances from Genre. Tell me if you like this fragrance, if you have it. And if you're interested, I will definitely leave a link down below to the Facebook group. Of course, you know, you have to be allowed into it. You just can't just jump in and join it. But yeah, like I said, if you like this video, drop a like, leave me a comment. And if you like these videos, I drop them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So hit the subscribe button, that way you never miss a video. And until next time, when you go out into the world, you better make sure you smell good and smile. Peace out.